Okay, okay.
Especially got me
Yeah.
feeling like a rapper.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch it on the beat, transitions for you know what I mean? Hey, what is good, everybody? We are live in this thing. Happy, Friday, that the day that this goes up. It is your boy, Bonsai. Rager Bonsai. And, I am joined with my good friend, Ty, introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys? I'm here to shit talk your teams and only vote for mods that I like.
Yep, that he is going to do that. My friend is a singles player. I am more on the VGC side, so it's gonna be cool. And you know what? Let's just get into this thing, yeah, shall we? YCL VGC Season 1. We got 12 coaches, and yeah, I didn't rank the PR based on votes. I just did it off the draft order because lazy and time constraint. But let's get into our first team right here. We got the Victorville Victini. And the roster is looking strong. We see the first overall pick in the draft went to Groudon. Anything right here that stands out to you?
I mean, it's a Groudon. It's stupid. Fucking bulky as hell, and it's hard as hell. Would I have taken it first overall? Personally, no, because I'm pretty sure there was shit like Yveltal and Xerneas and whatnot still on the board, but I mean, he seemed to have a general plan of what he wanted, so I think it was a decent first overall pick.
Yeah. I'm gonna spin off on that. Groudon, I think, is a pretty strong restricted. Yeah, Ground is just a hell of a typing, offensively and defensively. And since we are playing VGC, it is going to be a little bit more synergy based. So I think knowing the best Sunsetter in the game and trying to build off that is pretty good. We do see the Zapdos, which is interesting because in Sun, Hurricane has a 50% chance instead of the usual 70, and we all know 70 is pretty much like 30% in Mons. But I know Spartan ended up getting sniped on the Cherim, which we do see on the team. And now I feel like it's a little bit more complete. We do see some strong support in the Entei. I know. that's sad. I would have, my heart would have shattered too. But I see Clefable, pretty strong mon. Good, has follow me. Him on top, decent, intimidate, fake out support. There's a Cherim to build off the Sun synergy. Mantine, that's a real interesting pick for me. I see that yeah, Mantine's on the team.
I don't think it really is though, because you're looking at this team and what stops water types.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, I mean, now you have a Marcactus with Water Absorb and Storm Drain. You now have a Mantine with Water Absorb. And
Yeah.
they're going to open up things like Bandit Entei in the Sun, Groudon itself. It's going to open up.
Yeah.
So, does it reduce Mantine's, both of Mantine's stabs should you choose to run Scald and Hurricane? Yes, but I don't think that's the end of the world, because Mantine's here to absorb those water hits.
Yeah. I definitely think it's about how you play, what you lead, and what you choose to bring in the back. Mantine, it doesn't necessarily provide as much synergy, but where it does find room on the team, I could see it being useful for bad matchups. And yeah, if I were to play Kyogre team, I would definitely want to bring Mantine in there. But just something to take into account is that Kyogre does run Thunder, which would hit 100%, and yeah. So that.
Another thing though is with having Audino there, where it kind of takes some of the pressure off Mantine to eat those water hits.
Yeah. Audino's pretty good. Really underrated trick room setter. It's fairly bulky, and it being a normal type, it is immune to Astral Barrage, which is pretty big. And also gets the regenerator ability, so that's never a bad thing. I do like the Maractus though. I want to say it gets after you, or is that Lilligant? But yeah, another. Okay, yeah, you might be right. But Maractus is super solid.
It does get Spiky Shield.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Protect is a pretty important move in VGC, and anything that protects you with an added bonus, like Baneful Bunker, what do you call it, Obstruct, King Shield, like all of those are all just pluses. They can be played around, but just having that option is good. You can stall out stuff like Trick Room, you can stall out stuff like Tailwind, and I want to look at his team. I'm trying to see if anybody here is a Gravity user, to help enable Groudon with the Precipice Blades and that 85%.
I don't think anything gets Gravity.
Yeah, that's all good though. That's all good. Yeah, pretty solid team.
Gets Gravity.
Oh, dude, you know what? I think Clefable might have like one of the top like 5, top 10 for sure, biggest like move pools in the game.
So does Audino.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is, dude. With Gen 1 Mon, just have crazy moves that they shouldn't even have. Like Rhydon, Raichu, like those Pokemon get surfed. Like what? Yo, I don't get it. But
bro, he's surfing. What you want? He's surfing, bro.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate this man's Daraludin. I know it's great in doubles, but like, fuck off. Get this trash can of a Mon out of here.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I will speak on that too. Duraludon, it's cool. It gets some nice coverage. Being neutral to Fairy because of its steel typing. It gets Stalwart. So redirection into Fairymons isn't gonna be a thing. I have Xerneas, by the way, so Duraludon personally is scary, but at the same time, its special defense is paper thin. So yeah, I think it's good offensively. I think it's better in a Dynamax format. I don't like its Gmax personally, but we are playing Series 10, so yeah, Duraludon. At Tier 2, I probably would have skipped out on it, but in terms of the synergy that he needs, I think he can make it. I think he can make it work. Yeah,
I
so
definitely think he can make it work, but it's just a trash can of a Mon.
low key. But it has some good things going for it. The Malamar too, Tier 4. I think that's a pretty good option. I know he has a Trick Room mode.
That's a pretty good steal.
Yeah, I think that's a steal. It gets immunity to Psychic, and yeah, just that contrary superpower shenanigans. If he has someone on his team that can Strength Sap Malamar under Trick Room, then that would be pretty hellish. But you know what? Pretty solid team. I don't think I have much else to say. He does have 60 points that he's sitting on. In case he wants to make a big transaction, he could swap out the Maractus for a Tier 2. He could swap out that Malamar for a Tier 2. He could swap out that Audino for a Tier 3. Just play a couple matches, see how you like the team, you know what I mean? I don't expect anybody to fully, be synergized with their team off rip, so saving 60 points, I think that's a wise choice. Anything else before we move on to the next team?
I've been playing singles for fucking ever now, and I'm still not happy with my team midway through seasons.
Yeah. No, I feel that, bro.
I've never had a team I'm happy with until recently.
Which one was that, would you say?
So, my Mega Lop Weavile Mew Core.
Ooh, yeah.
I love that team.
Mew and Draft
That's
goes crazy.
Watched me stall with Milotic.
Oh, yep. That was a nasty game. Alright.
Hey man, he let his fucking Dracozolt go down. It's not my fault.
Alright, yep, you know what?
Uh,
Yeah. Play to your outs, know your win con, and don't bring your win con out until you need to. Just a little some, you know what I mean? But you said Dracozolt. Let's actually get into this next team right here. We got the Trash Town Thieves, coached by Bishmi. And yeah, right here he got the Zacian pick 1. Zacian with Sandcore and some pretty scary team members. One thing I know about Bishmi is he's never a top heavy drafter. He is a bottom heavy drafter. So I'm gonna actually look at some of his stuff right now. He did make a couple of transaction picks during the grace period. I see the Ninjask with Baton Pass, legal in VGC. Protect Speed Boost, Baton Pass Shenanigans. So we're gonna see how that goes. Gavantula, another decent mon.
Tailwind too.
Tailwind. I don't think he has Tailwind. But then he has Zacian. Without the Rusted Sword, so you have a lot more room for picking items. They can be defensive items. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
The mon under Toxapex gets Tailwind. That's
Cottony. Oh, yeah. You know what? I didn't even see. I would have thought that Cottony did. You know what? I might need to fact check that really quick. But
I just did. Cottony gets Tailwind.
Okay. Yeah. So no, you're right. And it could run Focus Sash still. It could also run just Eviolite, but considering he brings a Dusclops, that. Yeah, Cottony's pretty solid. It does what it needs to do, and then it dips out, gives you free switch-ins. Bishmi's known for using that reboot pretty well too. And I did play him YCL Season 3. Yeah, no, this team is pretty scary. He's got some really nice defensive pieces. Toxapex with that Regenerator. Poison typing. So, it's pretty good going into Xerneas. It's pretty good going into Kyogre if he doesn't run Thunder. Reggie Steele. Reggie Steele was pretty big. Series 9 VGC. Towards the end of the meta, like Players Cup 3, I think, you saw a lot of Dynamax Landorus T, just Airstream, and Reggie Steele just Iron Defensing, and then like +3 speed, +4 defense, Body Press for victory. So that's gonna be pretty scary. There is the Conquador, good with Sheer Force, good with Guts, so can drive away Intimidators. I mean, not Intimidators, Will-O-Wispers. I see the Dracozolt and Tyranitar, so there is the Sandrush core. Pretty strong. And Zacian, without the Rusted Sword, still has like a base 171 attack. Really high speed tier 2. And it won't be Steel, so it'll just be pure Fairy. And it won't have that ground weakness. So, yeah, this team looks pretty strong. I know it would be really strong in singles, but you have some stuff going for it for doubles. Gavantula has the Electro Web, has Sticky Web, Dusclops to provide Trick Room support. It can Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, can do some really nice stuff. And T-Tar. I think it's always nice to have weather. We're not in a primal format, so one of the things I forgot to mention about Groudon, why I personally don't like it unless there's primals, is that it doesn't have that fire typing, meaning it could get burned. And yeah, burn on physical attackers, that's pretty devastating. But overall, I think this team has pretty good synergy. It's hard to tell what mode he's gonna want to go for off rip, because he has a really strong Tailwind setter and a really strong and bulky Trick Room user. So
keep in mind, don't forget to mention, he has a few helping hand mons that can power up Exalt and Zacian and Conkeldurr even more.
Yeah,
So,
facts.
he's got a decent amount of things. One issue I would say is we're talking about Electro Web, but Galvantula can use Speed Swap as well.
Ooh,
If it
yeah,
takes 108 speed to something, so put that on Conkeldurr and oh my god,
I know.
brute.
Yeah, I think Conkeldurr is a pretty crazy mon. It's thick, you know what I mean, and it hits like a truck. And just
Just don't let it eat a psychic.
yeah, just don't let it eat a psychic. But if that were speed swapped, by something like Galvantula, yeah, Mach Punch does a lot of damage. That will like 2-hit KO a lot of these Frailmon. And it gets knockoff for any ghost type. So there really isn't that safe of a switch in for Conkeldurr. So I'm really excited that Bishmi's.
108 speed and 140 attack.
Yeah, dude, no, that shit's scary. It's a pretty solid team. Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
I don't really have him on. I hate on this team. So
Yeah.
I can't really chat shit about this team, unfortunately. Biggest pet peeve I have is the Raboot, just because it's in the Cinderace line. So yeah, fuck your furry bait. Get a better fire type.
Hold up, yo, Bishmi, my guy, I got you, bro. Hold up, you know what? My friend didn't see you in the last season of YCL, so you know what? Let me tell you why he's irrelevant. All right. Bishmi though, yeah, I'm excited to see the homie play. I know he's one of the few people that are doing their first VGC draft. And yeah, within this draft, a lot of the people are friends amongst themselves, so it's going to be really competitive. You know how friends are amongst themselves, and yeah, I'm excited to see this team go in. Zacian, probably one of my favorite restricteds, and even though it doesn't have the rusted sword, I know Bishmi in singles is a pretty good team builder, so I'm excited to see what he has, cooking up. But
So it's not the fact that it's a baby Cinderace. I just hate the Cinderace line in general.
I respect it. Yeah, if you play Unite, I think that would just either cause you to love Cinderace that much more or hate it. And
I hated
me,
it before Unite existed.
hey, it's all good. You know what?
Thing can't hit a Pyro Ball for the life of it.
Yeah, I hear you. But you know what? It's cool. It still gets Libero, so nothing to knock. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. But let's move on to this third team now, shall we? We got the Midwest Mawals. And let me. Mhm.
Well, we were talking about whether or not the Marcactus got after you. It does.
Yeah. So
I forgot to mention that earlier.
yeah. So chlorophyll after you. Yeah, we can see some crazy stuff happen. But yeah, we're getting into our third team. Big L 56. And the Midwest Mawals. And holy fuck, he's got Calyrex Shadow with Indie female.
This man managed to get Calyrex Shadow at pick 3.
Yeah, I am surprised. Considering that. Sorry.
It's the strongest fucking restricted, and this man got it at pick 3.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna knock that. Its special attack is crazy high. Gets 2 abilities, so no berries, and it gets its own beast boost type thing. So it just snowballs pretty quick. This is probably your epitome of hyper offense in the restricted tier, and he's got a lot of other good supporting mon. He has a Trick Room mode. Executor Alola, I've lost to it because in a singles match for Zoog's League, when we were playing Mixed Mega Draft League, I didn't know that this thing had Trick Room. But, it makes sense because regular Executor is a Psychic Mon, so there's there is that, and then there is also the Escavalier, can do some work under Trick Room. Milotic, I know that's your BB.
Hey,
Just
man, that's my water right there.
hey, I love bulky waters, and Milotic, that's a bulky ass water. But you know, Big L's also got Obstagoon. That's a Pokemon I hold near and dear to my heart. One of my favorite Gen 8 mon. Yeah,
It's in doubles, and it's even better in singles. So
yeah.
I want to draft it one of these times.
Oh, dude, I highly suggest you do. Just gets Parting Shot. And in singles, Flame Orb set is so good. But in doubles,
That's like what, base 80 speed? Like that's a base 95 rather.
95, yeah, that's like one of the prime tiers. Because a lot of mon fall in between like 95 to 100 base speed. So if you want to outspeed it, yeah, you're gonna need to go max on speed and have to go Jolly or Timid, and then hope for a speed tie, you know. But yeah, my Melodic is pretty solid. Terrakion, just a crazy banded mon. I don't see any beat up shenanigans, but there is Terrakion and there is Arcanine. Both can run Justified. He's got the Aerodactyl. That's a really fast mon too. Pretty solid.
130? Yeah.
Yeah. So, he's got his speed tiers, you know, on point. And the Indeedee female, I just can't comprehend that we let him get Calyrex Indeedee. Follow Me, Psychic Spam. Yeah, that's gonna be good. This team would not.
Alchemy too.
Oh yeah, Alchemy.
Decorate.
Yeah, Decorate. Oh, Alchemy gets Follow Me? No way.
I think.
Nah.
Could be wrong on that, but I think it does.
I want to say it doesn't, because if it did, I swear we would have seen so much more usage. But Decorate and what's the ability? Is it Sweet Veil? You can't fall asleep.
Sweet Veil prevents it from being put to sleep, and I mean you can run Aroma Veil too, preventing it from being taunted. So you have a viable setup sweeper within that.
Yeah. That is pretty good.
No, you don't get either of them. You're useless.
Yeah, it's a good support mon, but then you can fall onto the you know, all my friends are dead syndrome. You know, you kill the 3 mon that do things, and then you're left with Alchemy, and most of the time people are gonna run support sets, so you just never want to be in a position where you are left with an Alchemy that has 3 supporting moves and protect. You know what I mean? So
it gets Metronome. If I don't see him run Metronome at least 1 week, then we're gonna have an issue.
I just hope he doesn't run against me, because I don't know. I don't want to get Metronome into like a Fissure or Sheer Cold. You know what I mean? Because that would be unfortunate.
But he better run it. He better run it at least once.
Yeah. Big L though, pretty solid team. He's got some real nice pieces. Calyrex Shadow with the Terrakion is nice because Terrakion scares off any dark types, which Calyrex Shadow doesn't like.
This is Milotic though. That's something we're gonna see at least once.
Oh yeah, for sure.
A team where he faces Intimidate.
Oh yeah. Competitive Milotic with the Adrenaline Orb. Oh yeah, that could be kind of nasty. And he also gets Defiant on the Obstagoon, another reason to not want to bring Intimidate. And then he also has Arcanine, another mon that I really loved. He has a couple of my YCL Season 3 pieces, being the Obstagoon and the Arcanine. So, you know what? Completely biased. I love this team. I'm not gonna lie.
I do too. Arcanine, one of my favorite fire types. Recently just got overtaken by Darum.
Oh yeah.
But it's still a top 3. My top 3 fires being Victini, Darmanitan, and Arcanine. Milotic, my favorite water. Just period. Like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you need a bulky wall, slap a Milotic right there.
Yeah.
Can eat any hit.
I know, and you know, on top of it being so bulky, it gets Coil, and it gets Hypnosis.
Shot if you really want to outspeed something. Fucking Dragon Dance. Like, motherfucker can run physical if it wishes.
Yeah, it can run some pretty nasty stuff. He's got good special hitters, and he's also got some nice physical attackers too. So yeah, this team's gonna be pretty scary as well. I can expect the Cali Indeedee shenanigans, like being lead a lot of the time, and to be honest, there's not that many things that can stop it.
If this doesn't take first seed, I'll actually be amazed.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not trying to knock anybody in this league. There's a lot of people that are first timers, but everybody here, you know, they are well built like teams, and I think, you know, everybody has the potential to do very well. You know what I mean? And we're playing in VGC where we play in sets, not just one game. So, you know, the first game can be a flop, but you know, that's why we have the period to adjust. You know what I mean? We can go into game 2.
Ironically, I think he actually won week 1. No help to Indeedee.
Oh yeah, you know what?
I'm looking at the kills right now on the site. Indeedee went 0-1. Fucking Arcanine went 4-1.
Yo, let's go.
And Trakian went 5-1. So he
wow.
won absolutely no assistance to this Calyrex.
Yeah, and you know, that just goes to show, like, hey, the more scary your team is to prep for, the more under prepped some of the other teammates will be for certain mon like that Arcanine and that Terrakion. You know what I mean? And yeah.
Another thing with this team as well, though, fucking, you have Obstagoon, you have Excavalier, you have Arrow, you have fucking Calyrex, you have Milotic, you have Arcanine, you have Indeedee. All offensive pressuring mons. It's going to be hard to prep for all of those threats. Yes, Will-O-Wisp fucks most of them up. But then Arcanine has the ability for Flash Fire. Go right ahead. Then it's Flare Blitzing you.
Yeah. And that's what's good about, yeah.
I mean, I don't know how common Will-O-Wisp is in doubles, to be fair.
It's pretty common.
Might not be all that common, but you say it's pretty decently common.
Yeah.
See, but to see an Arcanine and a Trakian go 4-1 and 5-1 respectively, and then a Calyrex Shadow going 0-1, that's kind of mental. That just proves how much prep Calyrex forces.
Yeah, true that. And to spin off Will-O-Wisp and its utility, there are mon that really don't care about being status. If you Flash Fire an Arcanine, Flash Fire is nice because it's not like Lightning Rod where it boosts only your special attack, or like Sap Sipper where it only boosts your physical attack. It just powers up any fire move, and Arcanine's base attack is 110, its base special attack is 100. You know, neither of those are anything to scoff at, you know what I mean? So, Milotic, if you give it a status and you have Marvel Scale, it just becomes that much more bulky. And Obstagoon, if it's running Guts that week and you burn it, you're not gonna want to eat a Facade. Yeah, you're in big trouble.
The best thing with having as many physical attackers as this team does, Lumberry, very viable item.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You also have things like Milotic, Arcanine, and Obstagoon that all detour you from statusing them.
Yeah, true that. And it's always nice to have. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, does Alcremie get Heal Bell? What are the odds it does?
I think it gets aromatherapy.
It does get aromatherapy. So even if you do status one of these physical attackers, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You bring in Alcremie and aromatherapy them away. So we have very decent checks to getting status on all these physical attackers. I'm interested to see what he does with it.
Yeah,
I've already spoiled. He's gone 0-1, he's gone 1-0 already. So, or I guess 2-1.
Yeah, no. Well, we just go by the set. Yeah, so the individual games don't count.
Right,
yeah, so he's 1-0. I think that's the only match that's been played and submitted thus far. But yeah, Big L.
So far,
yeah, I'm excited to have this man's in here.
Off to a fire start.
Yeah. And you know, just not having to put Calyrex Shadow in the front line, and giving a lot more shine in week 1 to a couple of the other really nice mon. I'm just excited to see what the rest of Big L has coming for this season. And yeah, I'm happy that he's here. What's up?
It may be a doubles draft, but I've noticed he drafts a lot like me. draft a few high-end mons that forces a lot of prep, and then allow my lower tier mons to put in the work.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, let's get on to.
I hope he wins this season, just because he has Milotic.
Hey, you know what? I respect that. Let's get on to our next team right here. For the fourth pick, we got the Nashville Needle Kings. That was coached by Southside Braves. And just looking at his team, he played his draft pretty smart. Drafted his restricted last, Palkia. Super strong. One of the most underrated in Series 10, in my opinion. Just because of its typing, and it gets telepathy, so it can be good next to anything really, and gets access to its own trick room. And he's got a lot of good supporting mon. We see the Reggie Lecky. That is a hell of a mon. Yeah, no, that will not. Nah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Maybe in singles, it's debatable, but
actually, Reggie Lecky versus again paired with Urshifu single or Rapid rather, not fucking single. I don't know who has single or if anybody does.
I mean,
that paired together does decently. Biggest complaint I have, both are walled by bulky grasses.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
he fixes that weakness within Nihilego and Salazzle, and that's really it.
Salazzle's pretty good. I like Salazzle in singles.
Salazzle's cool. I fucking 6-0'd somebody with a toxic sub-stall set.
Oh, yep. Sub-toxic disable. You know, that's the set right there.
Fucking protect.
Yeah, but let me get into another couple pieces that he has. Yeah, the Urshifu.
That could be cool.
Urshifu is really good in doubles. I don't think its ability acts the same way as Feint, where if someone protects, you hit through it, and your other teammate can hit through. But just having Urshifu.
No, it's only the Urshifu that can hit through, I believe.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, and I think that's a little bit more fair. Feint also does have priority, so that's nice. But Urshifu, surging strikes, always critting. If that's in rain, that's doing some damage. You'll see it scarf a lot in VGC, or you'll see it, or you'll see it sashed a lot too.
Stash, yeah, stash CC.
But there's also that stack attacker. He's got two of the what do you call them? Ultra Beast, Stack Attacker, and Nihilego. Both of which are pretty strong. They share the rock typing, and they just do different things. Stack Attacker, Trick Room can set it itself. Gyro Balls hit like a truck. Rock Slide flinch under Trick Room.
Attacker is never gonna have to set it itself. Oran Guru is right there. Like, what are Oran Guru's abilities do?
It gets telepathy.
Which means Palkia can run Lustrous Orb, Surf if it wanted to.
Yeah, that it could.
Cannot be flinch, immune to intimidate. This Pokemon does not take damage. If an ally uses its item, this Pokemon gives its item to that ally immediately. That could be fucking cool. That could be cool.
That is pretty tight. We also see the Serena. Serena is pretty big. Queenly Majesty prevents any priority moves, and yeah, I think that's pretty good. Because it's only on your opponent's side, so you could Aqua Jet if Urshifu was standing next to it. It's not like Psychic Terrain, which I forgot to mention. Big L's team having NED with Shadow Rider is good because Shadow Rider will drop to anybody using Sucker Punch, but Psychic Terrain, just such good synergy on that. But yeah, continuing with the Southside Braves team, he also has a Shuckle, and I love myself some Shuckle. You can see some.
Shell Smash, go.
Yeah, contrary shell smash. You could see like guard swap, power swap. You know, guard swap onto something frail on your team, or power swap something strong on your opponent's team. Get sticky webs as well. It gets encore, so you can do some pretty crazy stuff. I don't see a Chansey or a Blissey, and normally in VGC that's the go-to pair, because they would do like minimize strats, and that is also a thing in this league right now. So yeah,
I'm gonna say, wait, are we going by VGC rules or just basic league rules where evasion boosting is banned?
Nah. So there is no sleep clause. There is no evasion. It's like it is just whatever is allowed in VGC. So I think the only main rules is, yeah, you just have to have an item clause basically. So no 2 EV lights, no 2 sashes, stuff like that.
That's unfortunate because I love my dual scarf, so that's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. No, I could see that, but you know, I think it adds a little bit more to the importance of team building, and I think it makes it a little bit easier for opponent to opponent, because once you find out who's gonna have a choice item or who has a sash, then you can play around that, and you'll have a little bit more confidence going into your games 2 and 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also Lightning Rod Pikachu. Yeah. Pretty strong team. I see
what he was going for with the Mana Buzz plus Rapid Strike and then Lightning Rod, and then I guess Palkia. But I'm sorry, I'm just gonna draft a Freeze Dry Mon and Freeze Dry all of them.
Oh, you know what? Facts. I got myself a Freeze Dry Mon. You know the vibes. But hey.
Blueberry Kyurem just fucks this team up.
Yeah, I can see that. Anything else on this team?
Biggest dislike I have against it is Reggie Steele. Such a bad mon.
Hold up, bro.
It's just it's a trash can.
I think it's pretty nice. Kyogre is in the format.
Doing singles, I mean, I do know it gets dual screen.
Yeah.
I think that's all it can do, if I'm being honest. Dual screen, volt switch. I think that's all it does.
It gets Eerie Impulse. It's kind of good.
Does that to make normal moves into electric, or make every move into electric, rather?
Nah, I think you're thinking of a Plasma Fist on Zeraora. But Eerie Impulse just drops your special attack 2 stages, so that's pretty good. And you know, it's the fastest Pokemon.
Decent, I guess.
Yeah, but you know.
I mean, even with that, Reggie Steele's not living a hit.
True. Yeah, that it is.
But that could be useful on other things like Mandibuzz, Stack Attacka, Nihilego, Urshifu. Shit that's frail.
Facts.
Salazzle. Salazzle's speed tier is great in doubles.
Yeah. It really is.
You know.
And Salazzle gets Fake Out too, so that in VGC, that,
a lot
yeah.
of his team actually gets priority. Aqua Jet, Extreme Speed, Fake Out, Faint, Quick Attack. Like, a lot of them get priority, so.
Yeah, that's pretty clutch. And,
see what they do with it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Southside Braves. Nice guy. I'm excited to see what he has in store. Really happy he's in the league. He was also in the YCL Season 3, as a few of these players were. So, yeah, excited to see what he has going on. Well, let's move on to our next team. I don't know if we're going a little bit slow. I've never really done one of these things, but, you know, I enjoy talking about teams. And, you know, I hope the coaches viewing this, you know, are able to get a little bit of insight. And if anybody says anything that they don't agree with, I hope they prove us wrong, you know?
You don't rush a big man. You don't rush a big man.
Facts.
I'll pick you up and throw you into a river. Don't rush a big man. Just
Yeah.
how it is.
True. My man's a 6'9" right here, like 270. He's built like the fucking Great Khali.
Bro, I'm 307, bro.
You're 307? Jesus Christ, you weigh twice as much as me, like 2.5 times as much as me, bro. This is crazy. But
When you're
Yeah, just don't get grass knot.
Go play hockey instead of going to the NBA. Just remember that.
Yeah, just don't get grass knot IRL, okay? All right, let's move on to this next team right here. Who we got next? Immortal Drampa and Bloud. Oh yeah. This is actually my week 1 opponent. Bloud. Fuck, dude.
Okay, I already hate this team. There's a fucking Grimsnarl there. Garbage can of a mon.
Whoa. He's got
He does redeem himself by having Tangela though, and Scrafty. He does redeem himself.
Yo, Scrafty, underrated. AV Scrafty, fucking tank. And
KV Intimidate, cover on both ends of the field, gets fake out, gets fucking Dragon Dance setup sweeper.
I think he gets Snarl. I think he gets Snarl too. Pretty big.
I don't know. It might.
It might. Most archetypes get. Oh yeah, Taunt is good. It's a slow taunter, but you know, it gets fake out. It can run Moxie and Snowball. So that's pretty good. But yeah, the Dustmane Necrozma. Yeah, Dustmane Necrozma though. That is a hell of a mon.
It does get Snarl.
Yeah.
I do not know how he was what 5th pick.
Yeah, he was 5th pick. Yeah, we're going in pick order. So, he did get the. Yeah, shoot. Dustmane's a hell of a mon. Gets Photon Geyser, and it doesn't matter how you build because Photon Geyser will hit whatever your weaker defense is. Yeah, just don't get burned.
Special can Dragon Dance sweep, can autotomize weakness policy, like very solid fucking setup sweeper. Can run AV, like choice itemed, like does a shit ton. Focus Sash, reducing berry, like this motherfucker does it all and then more.
Focus Sash on.
I don't know how it fell down to 6th pick.
Wait, did you say Focus Sash on Dustmane Necrozma? With Prism Armor? Oh no, you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Dude, nah, I just see. You know what? That's crazy.
Bro,
that's.
Sash counter? Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that. I don't think so, but its typing is really solid. Steel Stab in Sunsteel Strike, super crazy. The Grimmsnarl gets Fake Out, Prankster, T-Waves, Prankster Screen. Spirit Break to control special attackers. Tangela, really solid. Eviolite, Regenerator, Physical Wall. Rapidash. Rapidash is a pretty solid speed tier too. Gastrodon.
Rapidash is here to click fucking fast banded flare blitz.
Oh yeah, facts. Gastrodon as well. Really nice free pick. Gastrodon and the Storm Drain. It's really good going into Kyogre, going into anybody that can threaten, you know, being especially hit by a water move. Doug Trio, really good. Got Arena Trap, super fast, really fast rock slides. Latios is good. It gets Tailwind, 110 base speed, 130 base special attack, some Fat Draco Meteors. Gets support moves like Heal Pulse, gets Helping Hand. Latios just doesn't get the love that it deserves anymore, you know, and it's all good.
I'm waiting to see a Worry Seed, Tangela. Just want to put that out there. And if I see an Infestation Toxic Tangela, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah, you know what? With dual screens and Dustmane Necrozma, a Toxic Strat, although not your typical that you would see in VGC, can still be pretty devastating, you know what I mean? And there's Emolga. There's an Emolga on the team.
Bro, Emolga God tier. Bro,
yo,
God tier.
you can...
your opponents and then air slash them.
Yeah, dude,
Have a nice day.
Yeah, Baby Para Flinch. And Mortar Drive, boosted speed, if you switch into an electric move, so that's just another plus. Yeah, But can we just address the elephant in the room that neither of us have spoke on yet? Fucking wheezing gigas. Like, that's not a fun time.
Yeah, I'm mildly disappointed that he ran that. But at the same time, whatever works, I guess.
Hey, bro, no, that shit's pretty poggers. That shit's pretty poggers.
That shit is a busted strategy. I feel the same about it as I do Tapu Lucha. Such a cheap way to win. But
Yeah.
I mean, do whatever works. If it works, it works. Then rock out with it.
True that.
You can't really penalize someone for doing what works.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because wheezing by itself is, it's okay, but neutralizing gas can be pretty hectic when you're going up against rain teams or sun teams or any weather teams. Anything that basically needs its ability to thrive, you know what I mean? Wheezing can kind of, neutralize that. So it gets really good moves as like Clear Smog, take away stat boost, gets aromatherapy, take away status, and it gets Will-O-Wisp, so that's pretty big. Good for neutralizing your physical attackers. So, and its defense, physical bulk is pretty good. If you run it with by itself without the Gigas, you can run Levitate, and that makes it only have one weakness in a Psychic. And if it has one weakness in a Psychic, Duskmane Necrozma is a Psychic and a Steel type, so that's no problem for it,
Duskmane loves it, Scrafty loves it, Latios loves it, Grimmsnarl loves it. Like, go ahead, run Levitate, and you're not worried about a fucking Psychic type.
Yeah.
I will say, I know Grimmsnarl is great in doubles, but it's a fucking trash can of a Mon. Get a better Dark type. Actually, you have a better Dark type within Scrafty. Get a better Fairy type.
Hey, I love myself, my Dark types. You know that.
Just get a better one. Get rid of Grimmsnarl and just get a better one. Just get better.
Hey, Blood, don't listen to this guy, bro. Don't listen to this guy, Blood. Your team's fire, bro. And
Grimmsnarl's good in doubles, but that's the only place it strives. Otherwise, it's bad.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm really not that big of a fan of Grimmsnarl in singles, which is funny because I drafted it my first season drafting in Draft League ever on a UPA showdown. So I got a little bit of a soft spot for Grimmsnarl. And
I came into UPA and I drafted Double Darm. You guys let me do it.
That you did. Let me see.
Y'all really let me have fucking Galar Darmanitan plus regular Darmanitan. Sadly, I came into the league too late to actually make it happen.
Hey, it's all good. The one thing though that Dom would be pretty good in doubles is that it gets inner focus, so you could try to fake it out, and then when it hits you with a fat ass Flare Blitz or a fat ass Ice Crash, and you're like, well, yo, what just happened? Well, now you know. And inner focus is pretty good Gen 8 because it blocks Intimidate, so you know that they're just gonna hit.
I just want to put it out there, neither Darmanitan gets inner focus.
Dude, no way. Oh, you know what?
It gets Sheer Force and Zen Mode, and the other one gets Guerrilla Tactics and Zen Mode.
Oh, you know what? That's my fault. Me saying that it gets inner focus is because I played Little Cup VGC, and Darumaka Galar gets inner focus. So oh shit. I guess it's not that great then, but you know, I haven't seen a Darmia in here yet. So yeah.
Darm is not great. Darm G is not great in doubles. I feel like Fire Darmanitan would be decent. Follow me and then fucking Flare Blitz something to the face, like.
Yeah. That's another one of those things I want to know about Blad's team. No redirection. He has double fake out and Grimmsnarl and Scrafty. But there is no true follow me. He has ally switch. I guess. Oh, Tangela gets Rage Powder. Oh, you know what? Underrated.
That's gonna be. I shouldn't have said anything because that's gonna be one of those things where everybody doesn't expect it, and I shouldn't have said anything. That was just gonna go get swept under the rug, and I should have let it. because that would have been one of those things that nobody expected, and then got fucking swept by.
Well,
Oh well.
for the record,
It would have been kind of funny.
for the record, I remember that Tangrowth gets it, but it's one of those things where, you know, you're not sure if it gets it post-evolution or pre-evolution.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you get the big boy gets it, you just don't know if the little boy gets it.
Facts. Anything else on Bloud's team? Immortal Jampa?
I mean, him having Wheezing Gigas fucking Duskmane is just gonna apply so much pressure that Latios and Scrafty and Rapidash are all just gonna shine if played right.
Yeah. You just gotta play your cards right. This team can be a hell of a mono prep for, a hell of a team to prep for, just because you can lead the Duskmane, you could lead just Wheezing Gigas, and if you get it wrong off rip, then you can be on the back foot like the whole game. You know what I mean?
I will say though, one thing in prep that he's got to be careful of is random mods getting Psychic. Otherwise, that Weezing's getting fucking bopped.
Yeah.
And he's losing it turn 1.
True that.
And a lot of people are going to bring Psychic specifically for that, because then it just makes Gigas useless.
Yeah. You do want to cripple the Gigas as early as you can. And if you go too hard into that, then you might be under prep for the Necrozma. But if you hit Necrozma with a like a fighting move, it's gonna be neutral. And neutral sometimes is better because Prism Armor, your calcs could be a little bit off. But yeah, I think this team has pretty solid synergy, real nice pieces. I'm just excited to see how it all comes together. And I hope I don't lose to this week 1. This looks really like my hardest matchup, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, I was looking more into it after we built. No, this is definitely your hardest matchup.
Yeah, so but it's gonna be an exciting one. Bloud, I'm happy to have you here in the league, my friend. So let's get with the next one, shall we? The 6th team, coached by Furret Bang. We have the mediocre Mudkips, and another standard VGC ladder core that you see. You see the Kyogre with the torn eye. But I think he built really well around Kyogre. He's got the Raichu, Lightning Rod, Fake Out, Nuzzle support. You got Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is busted in rain. You got your Iron Defense shenanigans, Leech Seed shenanigans, and you can just throw a Rocky Helmet on. Yeah, true that. Don't let it catch a Focus Blast. And I am notoriously known for Focus Blast Xerneas, so, you know, we out here. But
you're notoriously known for forgetting a move.
Probably.
I think I've been in one league with you, and you've forgotten coverage for one important mon, I think, each game, and I'm like...
hey, stop exposing me on my own video, bruh. I'm tired of you, bro. It's too early for me. That's why I told you we should do this at night. But, yo, I'm gonna just keep going down the list. He's got really, really strong pieces. Weavile, tier 3, a fucking steal. I was looking at it too.
Weavile's a goat, dog.
Yeah.
Weavile has quickly become my favorite dark type.
Dude, it just snowballs. Triple Axle is Pog if you hit all 3.
Banded Triple Axle, base 125 speed tier, outspeeds damn near every team there is.
Yeah.
So, like, if you don't have Mega Zam, fucking Mega Arrow, Mega Lop, shit like that, just anything that's above base Spectrier, even Spectrier is catching a fucking knockoff.
Yeah.
Knockoff.
Hey, we don't need to worry about Megas.
Things that outspeed Weavile, then you're just getting fucked by it.
Yeah.
Which is why I love Weavile.
Yeah. I doubt we'll see a band in Draft League. You might though. We just might. But Weavile, another one of those mons you kind of want to have Protect on, because that thing will drop to a Mach Punch. No cap. But fast fake out. So that's another reason you don't want to run ban, because you want fake out and then you want to have other moves, you know.
It ain't dropping to no mock punch.
From Conquer will. Okay, see, there you go. You run focus sash, you can't run ban. That is my point.
I mean, I can, bro. I'll just use my ability as another item. Easy.
Facts. But another thing about Weavile on Kyogre is that it breaks through wide guard. So you know, you think you might be cool. You got wide guard on your team. You just hit wide guard. Okay, I'll block water spout. I'll block origin pulse. Yeah, some shit like that. But then Weavile just hits the feint on there, and then you're like, oh fuck, there goes my front two mon. You know what I mean?
There goes whatever was catching a fucking water pulse, or no.
For real, yeah.
Origin pulse.
And then, you know, moving down the team, Gothorita, another good budget pick. It could be just as thick.
Follow me, or is that just the big boy?
Nah, neither of them get follow me, but what it does get is, it gets fake out, trick room, gets coverage in like energy ball, it gets shadow tag, which is also legal. So, yeah, if you don't, it can force, shed shell prep.
It's got a decent move pool, bro.
Yeah, dude, Gothorita,
Run attract bullshit if you really want to. Double team bullshit. Like, bro, it's got gravity.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, gravity is hella good. Gothorita.
If you want to risk trying to throw that out there.
True.
Pretty nice. Could be nice to have.
Yeah.
They got skill swap.
Oh yeah, skill swap onto Kyogre, reset the rain, or skill swap Torn to get Prankster. Some cool stuff.
It's got a decent move pool. Fucking Tickle, Torment. It's got decent moves.
Oh yeah, Torment's pretty good. Anything that's
Nasty Plot, Eviolite if you really want to.
Yeah, it could set up if it wants to. Yeah, solid. Shed Ninja too. Shed Ninja, just annoying mon.
Be a bitch.
Yeah. Pretty much you're gonna have to have a dark type move, a ghost type move. Yeah, going into this. You don't really want to bring fire. I mean, you do for the Ferrothorn, but then you're also gonna have to be playing under rain.
Oh,
and
the thing with Shedinja is the biggest issue with Shedinja is the biggest benefit to Shedinja rather, not issue. Hazards aren't that prevalent in doubles, so you can get away without running boots because of that. Run focus sash or whatever.
Yep.
You're not really conflicted on a move or on an item slot rather.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's one of those mons where like it's actually solid in doubles.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to hit it twice. Yeah, and it gets ally switch, so you can do a lot of shenanigans with Shedinja. Just don't get chipped by hail or sand. And I think it'll be grand. Another good budget pick.
It says that as if safety goggles don't exist.
True. You know, but if you bring safety goggles, well, I think you'll bring safety goggles against weather teams. But you know, if you're not going against a weather team, I think Sash on Shedinja is pretty broke. You know what I mean? It's a guaranteed 2-hit quit. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. If the Mudkips face Spartan, the Victinis, which I'm looking at the schedule and it doesn't look like they do. That's unfortunate because that would be a good matchup.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, there's a.
Like that would have been a good matchup. Whoever can keep their weather alive longer is how it would have came down.
Yeah, facts. Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait for the playoffs then, right? But Torcat, dude, such an underrated mon,
intimidator, fucking fake out,
parting shot, and just rinse. Yeah, just rinse, repeat.
It doesn't. I don't think it gets quick attack, so that's kind of useless.
It's all good.
It gets knockoff either, but it does get taunt.
Yeah, and and it's a pretty solid speed, right? Like base like 90 or something like that. 95 maybe.
Base 90, yeah.
Yeah, solid.
65, 85, 50, 80, 50, 90.
It's okay.
Solid across
Yeah,
the board.
throw Evilite on that base 100 defense across the board. You know, good utility. Not really gonna want to be using any like super strong fire moves anyway. Because you know he has the Kyogre, but
another thing, you could run Flame Charge, bullshit as well if you really wanted to.
I don't think Flame Charge is that good.
It's not until with a Darmanitan it OHKOs a Mega Gardevoir from full.
Oh shit, that's pretty gnarly. I do like Flame Charge on Celesteela though. I've done that a little bit, but yeah.
You're not just running Autotomize, bro.
Hey.
Come on now.
Hey, I'm not telling you how to live your life, alright? Don't tell me how to live mine. Hey, but Torracat Intimidate?
But I'll tell you how to live mine. I don't want to live your life. I want to live my life.
Alright, so Autotomize.
Oh god, I just realized how bulky Kyogre fucking was. 100 attack, 100 HP, 90 defense.
Its Spidef is better.
Special, 140 Spidef and fucking 90 speed. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Its speed's okay, yeah, its speed is meddling, but you know, Kyogre will drop to a Wood Hammer, to a Grassy Glide under terrain. So you know, just another thing to watch out for.
Its speed doesn't mean shit if it can run Choice Scarf.
True. But then Grassy Glide is priority. And this team does not have terrain to switch. So that would be
Gothorita can use Psychic terrain, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. That works. But I really like the way that this team has ways to reset rain. You got Torn, can just prankster Rain Dance. Gothorita can just skill swap. And then if you skill swap competitive on the Kyogre, oh Lanza.
I was wrong. Gothorita cannot use Psychic terrain. You are correct. There is no terrain removal on this team.
Yeah. Oh no, wait. But
Default.
no, that doesn't. I don't think that takes out terrain. But you need Steel Roller on Ferrothorn, and you could break terrain.
Yep. Default grids terrain now.
Oh what?
All of Gen 8.
Oh what, dude? Honestly.
That's why Feeny doesn't run Defog anymore.
Hey, you know what? Telepathy, Finny, kind of broke, low key. But yeah, Stoutland, next mon on his list. He's got double Intimidate, pretty good. If you're going against Sand.
Hold up, where do you see a Stoutland?
Dude, right there, under Torracat.
It's not a Stoutland.
What?
Weavile.
I don't know. Oh no, it might be. Well, yeah, mediocre Mudkips. But I think it just might be.
A Ferrothorn, a Kingdra, a Raichu, a Torracat, a Weavile, a Gothorita, a Marowak.
Yep, Marowak.
Surfetch, a Shedinja, and a.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. He dropped the Stoutland, I think, for the Surfetched. Going into week 2. But yeah, this was taken pre-week 1, and this is dropping pre-week 1. So Stoutland's on there. So if it doesn't come week 1 and you see Surfetched, you know why. But I think Stoutland would have been nice. He also didn't need to have it, yeah. And replacing it for the Surfetched, priority, first impression, just a solid fighting type. And the leak is crazy, because everything will crit. I shit you not, everything will crit.
Well, unless you're me, and then it never crits.
Yeah, unless you're never lucky. But the Marowak with Lightning Rod, pretty good.
Fun fact, out of 11 weeks in one league, I went all the way to round 3 of playoffs. Ran Dragon Dance Mew each and every one of them. Fun fact, Dragon Dance Mew will be the only Mew. If I see any other Mew set, you're just a bad player. That's just how it is. Good. I ran Leaf Blade 4 out of the 11 of those weeks, and clicked it repeatedly, and never fucking crit it once.
Well, maybe if you were a Sceptile, maybe it would have crit. Okay?
So I can confirm, Leaf Blade does not crit.
No, 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 not the leaf blade. The leak, the item that Surfetch holds.
Yeah, no, Leaf Blade don't crit either.
Uh,
Despite it saying it has a high chance to crit, it don't crit.
yeah. Well, I was more enticed on the fact that he has Surfetched with its own held item, and then it has Marowak with its own signature held item. I think that's just pretty pog.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And yeah, and Marowak, dude, I love the Cubone line. I love Marowak Lola a lot more, but Marowak is just such a strong hitting mon. Jesus Christ, if you're not prepared for it, that shit will knock some shit out with the quickness.
Bro, that thing's gonna pick up like fucking 12 kills by the end of the season.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, I can just imagine like a speedy Marowak under Tailwind and just Earthquake spam. You won't expect it, and that's exactly why I think it'll be really good. And
I don't know about Earthquake spam, considering nothing on this team really wants to take an Earthquake.
No.
You can pair it with Thunderous, I guess, as a lead.
Torn. Yeah, Torn Eye, Prankster Tailwind, Speedy Marowak. You might see it. But he also has a really good Rain Sweeper in Kingdra. And Kingdra with Sniper, if you don't want to go Swift Swim, just because imagine hitting Draco and then you crit, and then you drop your 2 stages and you crit again with the next Draco that ignores your attack drop. It's so unfair.
Don't give him ideas.
Yeah, hey, this is what we're doing this for. Get all the ideas. I love Kingdra.
You know what? I'm not facing it, because I know, knowing my luck, Kingdra would fucking crit every move.
Probably. Anything else on mediocre Mudkips?
No, honestly, I think this is probably arguably the best we've seen a team be put together so far.
Yeah.
Has everything it needs.
Except for terrain.
I mean, again, Kyurem runs through this team. But
yeah.
Kyurem isn't really a double spawn.
Yeah.
So, I don't think he really has to worry.
Yeah, nobody picked up any of the Kyrems. In CBN, I know Kyurem got picked up off of the waiver wire, but that's for another draft analysis video. But yeah, hey, for Bang, your team is solid, man. I'm glad to have you on board. Excited to see what you do. Kyogre, one of the scariest mon. I'm not gonna lie.
If I don't see Marowak at the top of the fucking kill leaderboard, then we're gonna have issues, just so you know.
Oh yeah. Personally, I probably will too. I love that mon, so I want to see it shine.
Does Marowak get head smash?
Nah. I don't think it does. It gets double edged with Rockhead though, but not like anyone's gonna run that if it's.
If it got head smash.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. All right, let's
If I don't see a belly drum Marowak, I'm also gonna throw hands.
Oh, that might be kind of nasty. Yeah. Belly drum on top.
Follow me, belly drum fucking Marowak with Salak Berry. Oh no.
Yeah.
Obliterate things.
Yeah, it will. Let's get on to the next team. We're about halfway through. We're an hour in, not bad. We out here. Who's our next team? We got the New Orleans Ninetales. Oh, another one of our commissioners. We got the boy Tiger VGC. And
Short man, the one who can't see over the counter. Got it.
yeah, keep in mind this kid's like 15. See young homie. So he's got some ways. Hey yo, give him like 10 years, he might be your height and your weight, bro. You never know.
Well, considering my peak is 6'11", I highly doubt it.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, let's just talk about this Yveltal though. Yveltal looking real strong.
Just up in the last round.
Nah. I think he got his Yveltal first, and yeah, I think he did, yeah. And oh no, I think he got Rillaboom first.
No, I was gonna say I think Rillaboom was his first pick.
Yeah, but Yveltal, really nice restricted. Zacian is in the format. The Regielekki's in the format. Those are the things that are probably threatening it the most, but it has a real nice matchup.
Hello.
Yeah.
So.
I think this is gonna have a pretty good matchup into the the Indeedee Calyrex team. Rillaboom, really good terrain. Priority Grassy Glide, Fake Out Support. You got Gyarados. Gyarados.
On the Gyarados thing, I will say I do have an issue with Gyarados because, and only specifically because without Dynamax, its one flying stab kind of goes out the window.
Oh yeah, what is it? Bounce? That's like its best flying stab. Yeah.
Unless you want to run, fucking Power Herb.
Yeah.
No, I think it's Power Herb.
Yeah, I can see that.
Unless you want to draft that, then I mean, I don't really see.
Yeah, Tiger, don't do that. I mean, you could, but dude, Gyarados could be so good with Moxie. Also, it can Dragon Dance sweep. Like,
yeah.
It's
I'm not a fan of it because it's out of a Dynamax format. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I can see that.
If it's in Dynamax format, then like by all means, it's probably one of the best waters on the board.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I mean, pairing Yveltal and Comfey together is just fucking oh god.
Oh yeah, Draining Kiss, Weakness Policy, and then next turn priority Heal Pulse, like, and Yveltal. See, this is why you don't really need Flying Stab on Gyarados. It's gonna be your Watermon on the team, but Yveltal with Oblivion Wing, and if you proc a Weakness Policy and you're at +2, just fucking hitting shit and getting all your health back. That's gonna be kind of tough, and then there's Comfey to keep boosting it back to full health. So,
thing I brought up earlier, with not having rocks as prevalent with the Ninjask, or well, not having hazards in general. It's not forced into running boots. You can run Life Orb, you can run Leftovers, you can run whatever the fuck you want. Like, Yveltal's open to just knocking shit down and just beating shit down.
Yep.
Unfortunately, this is the only other coach that has done a battle. He faced Big L. Yveltal ended up going 2-2.
Interesting.
So, his Libero Ace, I think, it went 3-2.
Yeah, that's fairly solid.
He's already showing what his team can do.
Yeah. Pretty strong.
Cinderace is Libero, yeah?
Yeah, of course. I don't think it'd be a tier 1 Mon without Libero, because Blaze Cinderace, that'll. Yeah.
In singles, it's banned, so.
Yeah. No, and I see it, and that's the whole like complexity of moving from singles to VGC for a lot of these players. But the team is pretty solid. Top of the roster kind of drops to Freeze Dry. Thunder hits it.
Entire roster drops to Freeze Dry.
Yeah.
Race is his only answer.
Yeah. But in terms of lightning. Yeah.
Kyurem runs through this fucking team.
Yeah. Good thing no one drafted Kyurem though. So that's just one of those things to be wary of. So once you're aware of that, then you can feel a little bit stronger about some of your matchups going forward. But
I will say, with Togedemaru having Sturdy, you can live in Earth Power from it and fucking Iron Head it, get Chip off on it, and then come back in with Rillaboom and Revenge it. So, against this team, I'd say it's more well prepared versus a Kyurem.
Yeah.
Team that we've seen this far.
I do like the Goodra.
Should also be able to take it on as well.
Yeah. AV Goodra, that shit is crazy strong. Sap Sipper Goodra, not bad at all.
Tiger, get a better fire type. Fuck Cinderace, bro. The fact is 7 of 8 Pyro Balls, I've hated them on ever since.
Yep. I hear you there. But that double Gen 8 starter core, pretty nice. I like that. Fungus too. Fungus is a mon that I hold near and dear to my heart too. Super underrated Rage Powder user with Eviolite. It can take some good stuff, swap out, come back in, and then, do the same thing. Spore is a hell of a move. Force you to run Safety Goggles, or Lumberry, or the, whatever the Sleep Berry is. He's also got the Detonate. Detonate's fast. I think Detonate gets fake out too. So just more fake out support.
Another thing we didn't
Hello?
touch on either of the Pikachu clones. They get Nuzzle.
Oh yeah, speed control is there definitely, and
So,
yeah, I'm like looking at this right now. There doesn't seem to be any true speed control, unless you're talking about like Icy Wind, Glaceon, Nuzzle on the Pika clones. But you do get good priority in Comfey and Rillaboom. Cinderace can run Sucker Punch. And then there's Parleon. Parleon, underrated prankster. That's probably going to want to hold the Focus Sash. I don't see it being that viable for EV Lightmon, because Leopard is squishy as fuck too.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Your audio dropped for a little bit. I had to like, cover talk a little bit, avoid awkward silence. You know the vibes.
No, my fucking Discord crashed.
Oh shit. On Fort. Hey, it's all good though. Yeah, we're back in business.
Fucking Discord crashed, for fuck's sake.
Hey, it's all good, bro. We still out here. You got anything else for Tiger?
What I was saying before my Discord crashed is with both of the Pika clones grabbing Nuzzle in their arsenal, it opens up for Yveltal and Cinderace. And Gyarados as well. It allows them to bring a more offensive pressure to teams.
True. Yeah, and sorry, go ahead.
No, that's really it. Offensively, this team is something that I would draft. But, I mean, most of the teams are lucky that there's just no Kyurem on the board.
Facts. Hey, can you turn your mic up a little bit louder?
Maybe.
Please? Pretty please.
Oh wait, I'm on my phone, so can you hear me better?
Oh yeah, okay, that works out. And like yeah, I was spinning off of what you were saying about the Nuzzle. Double Nuzzle is pretty good. Icy Wind on Glaceon, Pranks around Purloin, Priority in Comfey and Rillaboom. But other than that, yeah, I don't think he has a dedicated mon that wants to run speed control in forms of Trick Room or Tailwind. But Fungus would be good if they decide to go, if their opponent decides to go Trick Room. And then if they don't, Icy Wind Glaceon. I think that's like the only real way for him to control speed, and Glaceon drops to like anything that's rock, fighting, or steel.
Not necessarily. Glaceon's can actually be decently bulky.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to build it like that, and then you do trade.
110 and 195, like it's decently fucking bulky.
Okay.
Than you'd expect.
Okay, I'll give it that. Yeah, maybe I haven't seen enough Glaceon to know, so hey, Tiger, prove me wrong. I want to see this,
You're the only one with a freeze dry mod.
Hold up, bro. Let's get to the rest of the teams before you say that, alright?
He's the only one with a freeze dry mod, meaning he should be able to run through most of these teams that we've seen.
Yep, so, hey, Tiger, my guy, thank you for, taking on a commissioner role. I'm happy to have you here. I help him build, and sometimes he looks at my pace. He doesn't really help me build, but hey, it's all good. Yeah. Hey, let's just move on to the next team, bro. Let's move on to the next team. Who we got next? Los Angeles Infernapes. This is coached by King Sosa, the boy, and I just want to give him a shout out. I think he's the only one that picked up a restricted tier B. And we of course had our restricteds in a A or a B tier. A being 200 points and the tier B being 200 points. I mean 180. and you see right here he has 0 points left. So you know, he did some pretty good point spending. Lunala's pretty solid. Just you know, time.
His team name.
The Los Angeles Infernapes.
Thanks.
Yep. So yeah, a couple.
Viewing on my phone now, so.
Oh yeah, it's all good. A couple things that I see though. Lunala, and then Meowstic with Prankster. We decided that Meowstic, being in the tier that it's in, it's gonna be male only. To help, you know, whoever is prepping against this team. I also see a rain mode.
That is something I don't necessarily agree with. Because it's one of those things where, like, it's not as strong as a DD, regardless of the form that you have.
Yeah.
And there's not much that changes from form to form. They do different things, yes, but not enough to differentiate them.
Yeah, I guess so. They different abilities and same stat spread. So, but Meowstic overall, I think it is maybe it could be overpriced, but you know, hopefully that Prankster provides you know, the value that it needs. Gets Prankster Yawn, Prankster Thunderwave, gets Prankster Toxic. So you know, it can come through. The things that I do like on the team, I do like the Lele. Tapu Lele, super scary. It's not the monster that it was in Gen 7 because of the nerf to Psychic Terrain damage, or the boost in the damage that it does. But yeah, Scarf Lele, pretty strong. Ally switch, shenanigans. And he's also got the Kartana, and I love Kartana in Rain with AV.
Bro, there's a duck.
Oh yeah, Ludicolo. Another good fake out mon.
You just called Ludicolo a duck? I'm throwing you into a river.
Wait, what duck are you talking about?
I don't know. The actual fucking duck known as a Porygon 2?
Is that a duck? Is it really a duck?
Yes, it is a duck. It is my duck. One of my favorite fucking normal types.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that's a duck. You know, I considered it a shape. Hey, yeah, but you got the Swift Swim Ludicolo, and then you got the Porygon 2 Trick Room mode. Really bulky, really annoying. And it being a normal type, it's immune to Astral Barrage. So I think that's.
If Sosa doesn't run offensive Porygon, we're throwing hands.
Offensive Porygon.
He better run Choice Specs Porygon one match.
Okay, yeah, you know, I could see that coming. Just you know, hope that you get the special attack boost. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you switch it in, and then you get the attack boost, and it's all for naught. So, I think all of that depends on how your opponent preps and knowing which mon to bring Porygon into.
Why are we running download when we can just run analytic? You're slower than everything on the field anyway. Just run analytic.
Yeah, that's true. If you're running specs, you wouldn't run Trick Room. Lunala could run Trick Room though, so that's another thing right there. Rotom Frost, tier 4. Not my favorite Rotom. Personally, because I miss like all my blizzards.
I miss any move that can miss.
Yep, that is you. Rhydon, Eevee Rhydon, that's a hell of a mon. But that times 4 to both grass and water, kinda hurts. And you know, I'm not too sure who can attest to like having better bulk, because Rhyperior with its ability, what is it?
Solid Rock.
Solid Rock. There you go. Where you take 3/4 of your super effective damage. I don't think that point matters when something's gonna be times 4. You know what I mean?
Drop to a fucking grass knot.
Yeah, drop to a grass knot, or drop to a grassy glide. It'll drop to like a hydro pump. I think it could live a scald, but you don't want to get burned. But you know, tier 5, I think it's fairly solid. Right on, yeah, right on tier 5. Right on, that's crazy. And then you also, what's up? Yeah, bro. I know.
A lot of people don't realize that how early it is for us at the time of doing this.
Yeah, I know, but we got busy days, so you know it's better that we knock this out later than never. So playing Jane, just some screenshots off the phone, and here we are. I was actually really discouraged because I didn't think I was gonna figure out how to get this whole Discord thing routed, but you know now that I did, pat on my back, yo, let's go, poggers. Double and throw though. Last two picks.
Mold Breaker, fucking hell. You bring Mold Breaker against any team that need their abilities. This would be a prime time to bring Mold Breaker versus Necrozma, Dustmane. Get rid of its armor and then knock off it.
Yeah, I could see that. That'll be pretty good. Yeah, throw is solid. Does throw get does it get sturdy like sock or no?
It places Mold Breaker in its place.
Okay. I think that's a good trade-off. Mold Breaker is pretty good ability. And I don't remember if it shows off the bat when you switch your Pokemon in. You know how on console it does that sometimes? Like it'll say if a Mon has pressure or if it has frisk or something like that. I don't know if Mold Breaker I think it does though, so it's pretty solid. And then double there, being a nice little normal type. At least it's immune to Acid Barrage. And then
again, I don't like double on this team. You already have Porygon 2. Porygon
yeah.
exactly what you need it for.
Yeah, I can see that.
You could have grabbed a better tier 5.
Yeah, but you know, we got time to make switches, so you know, hopefully he tries it out. If it works for him, it works for him, and if it doesn't, a tier 5 got a lot of hidden gems, so you know, don't be afraid to go work the waiver wire. You feel me?
I'm pretty sure double also gets Swords Dance and Agility. So if they really wanted to, they could fucking Swords Dance, Agility, Baton Pass into some shit.
Like, oh yeah. See, since we do have Baton Pass, that could be a thing. And if you just Baton Pass Cotton Guard on something like Porygon, then Jesus Christ, I don't know what you're gonna do to stop that.
Oh, you have to fucking Toxic it.
Yeah, you need Toxic, you need Haze, you need all that. So, good in making your opponents prep a specific way. You got anything else for this one?
I like the team. Porygon 2 on by far.
Yeah, I like it. I really like that you have Kartana. Highest base attack in the game at 181. So, yeah, hopefully it puts in some work. Yeah, King Sosa. Glad to have you here, my man. I'm excited to see what you do. Let's move on to the next team. Oh, man. This one right here.
Who?
San Jose Sharpedo is my guy. I'm gonna let you speak on this first.
Yo, it's fucking time. Yo, it's fucking time. Alright. This is why I was brought. Okay? This is why I was brought here. First off, you gotta sell a Steela. That's my Mon.
Yeah.
Put it back on the board. That is my Mon, bro.
I love Celesteela. Nope, that's not happening.
Yo, that's my Mon. That's my Steel type.
Dude.
Then got Suicune. That's my Water Doggo. Definitely a top 5 water for me. So you're already doing good. You're 2 for 2 for me. Then you got fucking Volcarona. You could have grabbed a Darmanitan. You could have grabbed a Victini. You could have. Oh well, you couldn't have grabbed a Victini. Never mind. But you could have grabbed anything better. You could have grabbed something better. You know, I did find out when prepping with you for week 1 that this motherfucker gets Rage Powder. So fair enough. Crocodile. I mean, it's a cool Mon. If you're ever facing Urshifu single, I mean, you can bring fucking Anger Point.
Facts.
So Anger Point Crook would be kind of sick, actually.
Yeah, I wish Mr. Mime Galar got Frost Breath, so that way I could just do an auto crit onto the Crocodile. But you know what? It's all good.
But Crook, Choice Scar variant, Moxie. Honestly, it's not bad. I think it's more of a single Mon than doubles, but that's just personal. Then we have Mienshao. fucking phenomenal mod.
Oh yeah.
Look, it gets knockoff, it can run AV, it can run Regenerator, it can run High Jump Kick Reckless. Like, it can do a shit ton. Fake out, Ally Switch if you really want to run it, which, I mean, it wouldn't be half bad.
It could work.
And I really think that's about it. That's all Mienshao. Mienshao gives a fast taunt.
Yeah. Fast fake out too.
I mean, fast fake out doesn't really matter.
Well,
Fast fake out really doesn't matter, considering you're already faster than half of a metagame.
yeah, true. But you want to be able to outspeed their fake out, right? I got double fake out in the Mime Galar, and Mime Galar's speed is only 5 base points off. At a 100 base tier with Eviolite, dude, Mr. Mime Galar is underrated. I'm trying to put in the work.
You have Rotomo, Will-O-Wisp, Volt Switch.
Yeah.
Really gonna be able to do. You get Pain Split, so you can be a bitch if you really wanted to do.
Not in Gen 8 though. Not in Gen 8. Unfort.
No, you're right. We found that out recently. Yeah. Unfortunately, you do lose your only viable recovery move.
Oh yeah.
You can always run Rest. I'm sure it gets Rest for some fucking stupid reason.
I think everything does, right? Like, all Pokemon gotta be able to sleep, bro. You know what I mean? But
you got Drampa. That's gonna be cool. Fucking Sap Sipper to stop those grass types. What's the grass type that was drafted?
Rillaboom.
That I knew that signature Mon, fucking Kartana.
Oh yeah. I know.
A lot of people don't realize when I met you in the UPA, we literally started off as opponents that didn't know each other and were supposed to battle until I came down extremely fucking sick, and then we've been friends ever since.
Yeah. Oh, disclaimer, you guys. Until the end of time, my friend here is gonna dodge me because in all the leagues we've been together, we've never gotten to play.
I got sick the first time. The second time we played, we didn't even get a chance to play because we didn't face.
I know, you picked up a team week 2, and literally I was their week 1 opponent. It's so sad. But
Dodge and weaving.
Yep. Hey, but let me see. Let me spin off a little bit on my team. Dude, yeah, Xerneas fell to me, and I was the 9th pick. I was kind of shook. But you know what? It's cool because Xerneas did have the no power ban, so I could see why people really wouldn't want to go for it. But at the same time, Zacian, which was picked up by Bishmi, does not have the rusted sword, so it doesn't have its steel typing. So that is kind of a good thing. And Xerneas, 131 attack and special attack, and its physical pool isn't bad. It gets stuff like Night Slash, like close combat. You get some pretty decent moves. Yeah, the Celesteela though, I really love Celesteela.
It gets Horn Leech as well.
Oh yeah, Horn Leech, that's good. You know, Horn Leech, and it gets Draining Kiss, so you could do some Calm Mind, Draining Kiss type stuff. But if you really have the ability to, like, you know, I'm gonna just try to pull off the Geomancy, but I don't see the Geomancy coming like all that many times, to be honest. But Celesteela is good. Sitting next to it has Wide Guard. Volcarona sitting next to Celesteela could be really good because Wide Guard stops Rock Slides, and then Volcarona can just Rage Powder, so either of them can set up. Volcarona gets Quiver Dance, so your baby Geomancy. And it needs to be able to hit those steel types. Celesteela walls steel types pretty well, and it gets Flamethrower, so it can hit them. And it gets Giga Drain for water types that can threaten the Volcarona or the Suicune. Suicune's solid. Snarl on there. Helping Hand, Tailwind. Anything that runs Scald is OP. Just a really bulky water. And it has Inner Focus, so guaranteed Tailwinds if opponents have a Fake Out. So I think that's pretty good. Mienshao, yeah, we talked about Mienshao already. Got a lot of good things going for it. 1 to 5 base speed tier, Fake Out, inner focus as well, so you can't drop its attack. Regenerator, if we're playing some slower matches. U-turn for pivot. It's the second wide guard user. It also gets feint, which is pretty big. Kangaskhan, I really picked it up because I seen a video on Moxie Boosted's channel. He did a video with I think it was Bryce. They're doing like this low tier swap thing. Kangaskhan in tier 4, Scrappy fake out, kinda underrated. Circle throw, a fighting move with Scrappy, you can still force any mon out. So I think that in itself is pretty good. I might make a switch, cause I have Drampa now, and I don't want to have too many normal types. You know, that'll increase the fighting weakness that I have a little bit. But yeah, Kangaskhan is cool. Charger Bug, I like Charger Bug just for battery. Gets String Shot, that hits both opponents. Drops their speed 2 stats, not just 1. It's pretty bulky, and yeah, just anything standing next to it will hit like a truck. I think it gets Helping Hand too.
Looks like a Charger Bug.
Hey man, fuck you. Hey, yeah, Charger Bug's cute as fuck. What can I say?
Bro, you look like a Charger Bug. Look at your blue eyes.
Yeah, if only it got something like Tinted Lens too, that'd be kind of cool. But hey, battery, I'll take that ability. Really provides no use in singles besides Sticky Web, but in doubles, it's kind of underrated. So I'm trying to put in the work. Got a lot of special hitters. So Crocodile too, yeah. Moxie is good. Scarf on it, just Stone Edge shit or Rock Slide shit or Earthquake shit. It doesn't get knockoff in VGC Series 10, which is kind of stupid. It being a dark type, but
Off from it?
they did, bro. Shady, right?
That's fucking stupid. What?
That's what I'm saying, dude. They took off knockoff on Bisharp Gen 8 too. Like, what? Why would you do that?
Well, Bisharp becomes even more bad.
Yeah, for real. Even with Defiant, but it still gets Sucker Punch, so whatever. And so does Crocodile, so that's kind of clutch.
It does not get Sucker Punch.
It does not, dude. Tell me why I believe that it did, like the whole time.
I don't know, considering we had this exact same conversation.
Dude, yeah, it's really early, brother. But it does get Throat Chop. Throat Chop's kind of nice. Stops snarls. It stops hyper voices. Parting shots. And then it gets Darkest Lariat. Darkest Lariat's kind of nice. Ignores your stat boost, which could be a thing. Got Rotom Mo. Yeah, like you said. Leaf Storm's okay. But Volt Switch Pivot is good. And then Will-O-Wisp. And I pretty much just needed a grass type. I got both my cores. Fairy Dragon Steel. Fantasy Core. Got my starter core and the Water Fire Grass. And then the last 2 picks, yeah, I got a little bit of sauce, bro. A little bit of sauce. Mr. Mime Galar. Really weak base attack, which is perfect for Ice Shard. I said Ice Shard. Jesus. And yeah, I could hit the Rotom Mo, give it a weakness policy if I want to. I could hit the Drampa, give it a weakness policy, and then it even gets access to Berserk. Mr. Mime is really clutch just because it gets Trick Room. It's a fast mon that gets Trick Room and Imprison. So against any hard Trick Room teams, that's kind of my solution. Speed control also in the forms of Icy Wind. Icy Wind is also pretty good. And I get Freeze Dry. So
Hey, yo, that's all you need.
yeah, that's all you need. One of the best moves in the game, for a fact. And I also think Knockoff is one of the best moves in the game.
Knockoff isn't even arguably the best move in the game. It's absolutely the best move in the fucking game.
Does Mime Galar get that though? I want to know. I think it does. I think it does. Yeah. And yeah, Drampa. Dude, Drampa with a 135 base special attack. Yo, you better bring your fairies, because that Draco Meteor is gonna hit. But Drampa also gets Snarl, so I think on the special side, I can nerf the special side.
Like, what's with you snarling, bro? Like,
Dude.
I get you're a pretty intimidating dude, despite being like 5'2", but like
I'm 5'3". So relax.
Okay.
Relax. But yeah, Drown Pop, nah, dude, Snarl's so good. It hits both your team, both your opponents. It goes through sub because it's a sound-based move.
Yo, fucking throat spray, fucking berserk, not Dragon Pole, fuck Dragon Pole, trash ass mon.
Facts.
Drop a when. If I don't see throat spray drop, I'm gonna cry.
You probably will. That was something I was already thinking of. See, this is why you're my friend, because when I think of something saucy, and I just go to you, and you're like, hey, were you thinking this too? And then you hit me with that validation that I need. I'm like, okay, yeah, this shit's going on. This shit's going on. But
The thing about me is, I'm either very hated or I'm very liked. My personality has no in between.
yeah, I can see that. You know, and fuck you. But you know, you my boy. I love you. Hey, dude, don't talk shit on my charger bug. Let me just because you play singles and its ability does nothing in singles. You gotta see these boosted special attacks. I'm telling you.
I just point this out. I wasn't in the YCL originally. I was chilling, minding my own business at work one day, and this motherfucker walks up to me and is like, "Yo, you want to help me mod a VGC thing?" I got back like 5 minutes later. Sure. This man sends me a whole ass fucking YouTube league to help mod, and I'm like, bruh? I thought it was just some like fucking scratch off fucking VGC league, and this man sends me a whole ass YouTube league, and I'm like, alright, well.
Hey, man. Stop exposing me, bro. Hey, but it's cool. I'm really a big fan of Auto Site Draft League just because of the ease it makes in prepping. Because when you view your opponent's team, you'll see their weakness calculator. You'll see who gets what in terms of like priority, speed control. What you get all of that stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, this is my team right here. I got my week 1 tomorrow.
You know, if you become a good player, you'll know all of this off the top of your head.
What?
You'll know what has speed control, what has priority, all off the top of your head if you play more.
What? Hey, relax. Hey, man. Sometimes it's good to just, you know.
For our first match.
Yeah. My first match is gonna be pretty tough. Like I said, we're playing against Vlad, but you know what? It's gonna be a fun one. I just wanna. I'm trying to pick and choose to see what combos work the best, and then kind of just start strong and hopefully just end strong. So I think that'll be it for my team, unless you want to roast me any further.
Okay, well.
All right, that's enough. Let's move on to who we got next.
I just want to point this out. Okay. If you lose one match, I'm disowning you. Remember that.
All right. We got. All right, we got Arts up next. And the Rustboro City Rejects. So Arts, yeah, he's one of the also great battlers coming out of YCL. He was in the finals. That was a good match.
I was chilling in the general chat.
Oh, dude.
I was chilling in the general chat, bugging Bonsai, and this man comes up and was like, "That's my G, bro. He my G, Doug."
Yeah, no, I love Arts. He's good people. Good energy, great battler. Really good sets that he brings, and yeah, his he's one of the people that knows how to work those low tiers. So, and he's got a mod that I know you really love.
The best dragon? Hell yeah!
All right.
Has the best fucking dragon, bro.
Yeah. Hey, so let's talk about it. Zamazenta crowned. We did specify. Whoever has Zamazenta doesn't need to run crown. They could run whatever. But yeah, Zamazenta pretty bulky. If it gets the crown, it has a steel type. If it doesn't, it's a pure fighting. Pretty nice. I just wish you got body press. That is one of the things that Nintendo fucked up on for this gen.
Nah, they didn't give it body press for a fucking reason.
Dude, that would have been sick. Como gets body press.
Base fucking 145 defense plus 1 body press, body defense. Nah, bruh. They didn't do it for a fucking reason, dog.
Bro, hold on. Stack attack against body press, and that thing's base defense is like 211. Shit's crazy, bro.
Bro, stack attack is defense, not 211, is it?
I think it is. Something hella high. Something ridiculously high.
It's not that high. I refuse to believe that.
Alright, we're gonna pull.
Fuck, it is 211. Jesus Christ.
Okay, let me quote Como. He said, "If you just play the game, then you would know."
If you play the game, you would know these things.
But regardless, I think uninvested body press, a lot of shit's gonna drop to that. But its attack is pretty high too. So, but yeah, there's no stack attack on this team. Let's get to what is on this team.
Run fucking roar, bro. Just fucking, or not roar, howl. Run howl and fucking bop shit, bro.
You could, yeah. I like the Lando T, Corviknight, Rotom Core. I think those in itself just provide. That's super solid. It looks very single.
I will say though, that team doesn't appreciate fighting types. 2 being neutral to it, and then 1 resisting.
Yeah, I know. You get the 1 immunity in a Pokemon I also hold near and dear to my heart, Sableye. I love it.
He's gonna stall people with Sableye.
Oh, I hope not. I just hope he just quashes shit and Will-O-Wisp shit to infinity. But Sableye's got quite a move pool. And it gets recover, which is also nice.
He has Galar Corsola too, which is an interesting pick.
Oh yeah, strength sap stuff. And it holds EV Light. It gets Curse Body too, so yeah, you hit something with you hit Corsola with something, and then that move gets disabled, and then it just becomes that much harder to hit. Especially if you don't have more than 1 move that is super effective against it. Yeah, Corsola's pretty solid. He's got the Orbeetle, and I played a low tier draft before, and I got swept by an Orbeetle that just Calm Mind swept me because it recovered. And yeah, since then I've kind of had PTSD. Orbeetle also gets some setup. I think, yeah, it gets aside from Calm Mind, I think it gets Iron Defense too. It gets Recover, Psychic Stab. It gets U-Turn, so you could like web and then U-turn out, stuff like that. I see Orbeetle a lot more in singles than I do in doubles, but it's a fairly solid mon. I think it's underrated, and it being a tier 5, I think that's a pretty good steal. It's a fully evolved mon, you know, so that's pretty dope.
Fully evolved mon? You wanna know what else is a fully evolved mon? The best fucking dragon in the goddamn game. This
Who's that?
Fucker clicking Clangorous Soul, bruh.
Oh yeah, and yeah, we did not make that a complex ban. So you could do Clangorous Soul.
Fucking Clangorous Soul with Sableye and Komodo paired and fucking just knock shit down, bruh.
Is Clangorous Soul
Gone.
Is Clangorous Soul a sound-based move?
Yup. So you can run Throat Spray as well.
Okay, because I know Clanging Scales is a sound-based move too. But that one, do you like that move? Because it drops your defense, right? Or drops your defense, right?
I think it's both defenses.
Oh shit, so it's like a dragon.
Most of the time I ran Dragon Dance Komodo. No, most of the time I run Dragon Dance.
Yeah, Dragon Dance Como is pretty good.
Because most people fucking ban Clangorous Soul like fucking dickheads.
Yeah.
It lowers defense by 1. Clanging Scales does.
Okay, that's not too bad. Also, it gets Iron Defense and it gets Body Press. That's what you see a lot in the doubles metagame. And,
Stealth Rock too.
yo, we don't run Stealth Rock in doubles. I mean, we could.
You wanna bet? You wanna make a bet that I won't? Yo.
No, I don't want to make a bet because you're going to do it and lose.
Against this dude.
Okay, but, I mean, I think if we were to make that bet, you would have to use Stealth Rock and win. You can't use Stealth Rock and lose.
Hey, no, I never said you had to win.
Hey, yo, relax. Alright. Lycanroc.
What you do? You run Yachi Berry come over versus that rain team, and then fucking set Stealth Rocks and kill that shit ninja like that. Goodbye. Get out of here. Goodbye.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Just
That might be sick. If that does happen, I'm gonna be like, hey, Como, we gotta talk about it. But yeah, Lycanroc Dusk.
predicting the
Lycanroc Dusk. That's the fast one, right?
Lycanroc Dusk is the base 115 one, I believe.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Gets a priority Accelerock. Solid mon. I could see it running Focus Sash a lot. Tapu Bulu though. I do. I want his.
110. Actually, I lied. It's only 110. It's actually this middle one.
Oh wow. Okay. So what's it have going for it? It has a Home Claws, right? And
Yeah, Tough
Home-
Claws base 117, a Cell Rock attack. So.
yeah, Home Claws, and it also gets Tough Claws, right? To boost like claw-based moves. Is that what it gets?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I think that's cool, but I don't see how much mileage you get considering your best thing going for Lycanroc is probably the speed tier, the priority move.
It also,
Yeah, I don't know, but Arts, he knows how to work those low tiers, so there's something that I don't see. And when I see it, it's gonna click, and I'm gonna be like, oh, okay.
nah,
You know what I
here's
mean?
the thing. He's like me. Treasures his low tiers over his high tiers. But he drafts in such a way where his high tiers bring so much attention that his low tiers strive.
Yeah. And that's a great thing about Draft League, you know what I mean? It's like you can't prep for everything. You know what I mean? And I think Arts is just a great battler and a team builder in the aspect of knowing what his opponents are probably going to prep for and just being able to build around what he thinks Arts' top threats are going to be. So, yeah, I'm excited to see the Lycanroc. And he picked Bulu. Bulu, underrated. And then let me tell you why I think Bulu over Rillaboom in a few scenarios. Because when you're playing against Tapu Lele, I don't know what Rillaboom is slower than Lele, but if you're playing against E and DDD, and you set them both out first turn, Bulu is slow, so you're gonna be guaranteed your terrain. Sorry, I think you might have cut off. Yeah.
I was just reading a notification.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Bulu pretty solid. And then the Lapras, bulky mon. You see it a lot when we had Dynamax because of yeah. A Lapras gets freeze dry. Lapras gets freeze dry.
I'm on my bandwagon. I'm not gonna stop now.
Sorry, what bandwagon? Were you talking about the Giants?
I'm on the dry bandwagon. I'm not gonna stop now.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the San Francisco Giants right now. Let's go. Just throwing out there. But you know what? Yeah, Lapras really solid. Gets Ice Shard as well. Hydro Pump gets Water Absorb. And then it gets Battle Armor, so you can't crit it. Lapras is just a tanky mon. Really good Water type, and yeah, I really like what Arts has built. Building around the Zamazenta Crown. Sableye, really goated in doubles. Prankster's just a hell of an ability. Corsola is going to be exciting to see. I know the Como is going to put in a lot of work. Tapu Bulu is going to put in a lot of work. And then just Sableye, Rotom, Corviknight, Lando with Zamazenta. That's solid. Alright.
And now we get Mr. I think Scooters.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Scoots, 85, and the Mississippi Morpicos. And I'm sad he didn't draft Morpico. But let's get.
I'm pretty sure somebody else did though.
Yeah, it could have gotten picked up. What do you feel about this team right here?
Can we just point out? Well, first off, this man drafted Dragon Fairy Steel Steel core in doubles, being Aegislash and Eternatus and fucking Sylveon. Stupid solid picks.
Oh yeah.
His team, I would say, more benefits a singles team than it does doubles. His double setters being Talonflame, Incineroar, Rotom, and that's really it, in my opinion.
Okay. I really like Eternatus. It's pretty fast, it's pretty bulky, and it hits like a truck. Paired next to Aegislash, you can just run like Life Orb, Sludge Wave, and hit shit. But also both of them are weak to ground. Talonflame is good. Priority Tailwind. And priority Dual Wing Beat or priority Brave Bird. It also gets Will-O-Wisp. It's just fast overall, even without the priority. Just kind of frail. Rotom Wash, like any Rotom, just really good utility. And yeah, I think it's a pretty solid water type. Sylveon is good. Pixelate, Quick Attack, you can do some shenanigans. Hyper Voice, Throat Spray, stuff like that. It gets Wish support. So, sometimes you're going to want to be stalling stuff out. Wish Protect is just an immense, like, stall strat. Hitmonchan, like all the Hitmons, they get Fake Out, which is pretty good. I don't think Hitmonchan gets Intimidate, though. I think that's only Hitmontop, so... other than it having Fake Out, Elemental Punches.
Yes, it does get the Elemental Punches. It gets Canine, Iron Fist, and Inner Focus, I think.
Okay, yeah, Iron Fist is pretty solid. Excited to see Hitmonchan do some work. I know it'll come out a lot just for the Fake Out. I think its speed is decent as well. And then, can we just talk about the Greedent? And how low-key Pog it is?
I don't see Belly Drum, I'm gonna be mildly mad. Just no.
Yeah. Belly Drum, Cheek Pouch, Citrus Berry. Fat. Super fat. And another thing, since we're talking about Aegislash, and specifically the format that we're playing in, Series 10 is the perfect format for Aegislash, just because when you're playing in Dynamax format, and if you wanted a Dynamax, let's say the Aegislash, you don't get the King Shield, or you don't get to switch back to your defensive stat. So if you're Dynamaxing something like that, you're going to stay on the offensive, and even though you get double HP, your defenses get switched to like base 50. But Aegislash, it's a mon. I can't hate on Aegislash. I love this mon. Special set's really good. It can also run Shadow Sneak. Are there any shenanigans with Shadow Sneak? Not off the top of my head, unless we're talking maybe like Reuniclus, but Aegislash is really strong. Really good defense as well. You just have to play around the King Shield, or swap in and out effectively. Silvally though, I really like the Silvally. I think it just adds perfect utility and type coverage, anything that you want to do with that. So it's a really good Flexmon. Gets solid moves. Does Silvally get Parting Shot? It does, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So real good pivot. And I seen a video. James Beck, he did a Paris Trap team, and he had a Steel Memory Silvally with Imprison and U-Turn. So I seen that and I was like, damn, that's kind of sauce. It's kind of sauce. Reuniclus. Sorry, go ahead.
I do know Scoots personally.
Okay.
He's a decent battler, so I'm excited to see what he does with this.
Yeah.
Scoots is like, other than you, one person I know personally in this draft.
Okay. Yeah, and he did play Season 3. I remember in the lounge he did say he did run a VGC league at one point, and so he's pretty well informed on like VGC meta and things of that nature. So I'm excited to see how he puts the team together. I do see the double fire type Incineroar though. Incineroar in doubles may be just one of the best like support mon, and offensively, it's not bad either. But his team has double parting shot. That shit's gonna be a bitch. And cosmic power on Eternatus, yo, I don't know how you're gonna take that down. You're gonna need to run that sheer cold, that fissure, something.
Take it down. That's the funny thing. You let it win.
Yeah, you just
let it get set up. You just let it win.
Yeah, facts. And there's also Reuniclus, so Eternatus being weak to Psychic, Reuniclus is a good switch in. Reuniclus also has given me PTSD at one point. Just set up Calm Mind, Iron Defense, Stored Power, like, that shit's gnarly. And it gets Trick Room.
That is why you drafted Dark type, specifically for that reason.
Oh yeah. You know I'm not gonna not draft a Dark type. Come on now. But yeah,
Some
tier.
things you do are very questionable.
Hey, I know. Glalie though, yo, I think Glalie's low-key underrated. It has like a mythical type stat spread, where everything is even at base 80. You know, therefore making a little bit hard to predict what set it'll bring. It gets Ice Shard, it gets Explosion, it gets Icy Wind. Yeah, Glalie, pretty good. And if you try to hit it with a fighting type, good luck. There's an Aegislash probably waiting to switch in on that. You hit it with, but you could hit it for fire, so that is one thing. But then you have double fire and Rotom Wash, so, you know, I think this team's well built around Eternatus. It's gonna be real fun to see. And Scoots, my man, I'm glad that you came through for the VGC. You got anything on the Morpekos before we head to the last team?
Scoots. I think he's gonna do pretty fine.
I think he's gonna do well.
He's got a good team to back him up. Scoots can play. So I just hope he doesn't forget what fucking that sidekick terrain prevents prankster mons again.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, when I play on Showdown, bro, the terrains are so faint that I always forget that they're there. And, like, that's completely on me, but, yeah. I think, what?
You're my Showdown League, right?
Oh, yeah, well, dude, just hit me on the deets, I'm down. Alright, let's,
Heard it after the new games come out. And
okay.
People have those. That way, I'm not splitting people's interests.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, I'm glad that, you know, we didn't start this league off too late, so that way, it doesn't roll over too long into the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl being out. But yeah, the main league ending, or I mean, main season ending on my birthday. It's gonna be a fun one. But yeah, let's get on to our last coach right here. We ended up getting him swapped in. This is Kiwi and the Team Tempest. And he's got the Ice Horse. Ice Horse is the nice horse.
No, stop. You sound like Shay, bro.
Does he say that? I don't know. I'm not. Yo, I'd be honored if you compare me to Shay. But Calyrex Ice is pretty solid. It can set its own Trick Room. And then you just Glacial Land stuff. See, this is the thing about horses versus like your OG Weathermon like Kyogre, Groudon. Because Water Spout, you know, that hits when you have full HP. But Origin Pulse, you know, you can get unlucky. Precipice Blades, 85. If you're not under gravity, that has a chance to miss, and that's always going to be a little bit unfortunate. But the horses are busted because Glacial Lance and Astral Barrage, that shit's gonna hit no matter what. You know what I mean? So little painful. He's got the Coco too and the Salamence. Yeah,
If you're foolish not to bring something for it, then yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt.
yeah. You're gonna need to run some Yachi Berry and hope this thing doesn't snowball. But he's got some good supporting mon. Tapu Koko. He's got the double fairy with the Weezing Galar. Weezing Galar's ability is so nice, just neutralizing gas. Salamence can be very threatening. Dragon Dance possibility. It has Intimidate and it has Moxie. Gets good stab, dual wing beat. Introduced this gen being really nice. Breaks focus hashes too, so pretty solid. Raichu Alola, I like that. I don't see. Okay, so the thing that's a little bit interesting to me is the Raichu Alola, but he has dual terrain.
I mean, that's not bad. I mean, I'm in a league right now where I have Rillaboom plus Coco Lucha, so.
Oh yeah.
I mean, double terrain's all that bad to have, to be honest.
Oh no, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. On the contrary, I think it's actually a real good strat because you won't need to bring both. You know what I mean? I think you just need to bring what's going to be a little bit more better for your team and the matchup at the moment. You know what I mean? But Thwackey still gets Grassy Glide.
What I think he gets away with is his low tier being the grassy terrain.
Yeah, for sure. And then, yeah, that's I can't say more for tier 5. I think providing terrain is good because there's only so many mon that can run terrain viably. You know, you get your Indeedee, and then you get the 4 Tapus, and then aside from that, who else can you really run? Like yeah, you could run Rillaboom or that Rillaboom line, and then you can get like Pincurchin. And I don't think anyone's gonna use Pincurchin. But hey, if they do, let's go. I want to see it. What happened?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Trick Room Zing Zap. That's a strat. Bronzong, really good. Nice Steel type. Real nice core. I like Bronzong because its abilities are so useful. Because Levitate is good, and then Heat Proof is good, and not knowing off.
I will say I do have one pet peeve with this team, and it's the fact that there's so many dual typings. 3 Psychics, 2 Electrics. Like there's just so many. 2 Fairies. Yeah, nah, that's a pet peeve for me, is when there's multiple of the same type.
Yeah, I could see that, because you're going to be weaker by default to a lot of things, but I do think he has the synergy to back it. We just need to see how it plays out. Also, the Blaziken Tier 2 with Speed Boost, because we let it slide, that can be kind of a problem. But I think it's a little bit contradicting with the Calyrex, just because Calyrex wants to be under Trick Room. So depending on the mode that he goes for, I think it'll be pretty nice. But I think with this team, he just has to be wary on like what he pick and chooses to build for, and make sure it's like going to be the stronger set into a matchup.
See, I disagree, because I think the best part about this team, despite all my hatred of the dual typings over and over again, is actually the fact that he's able to switch between fast offense and Trick Room offense.
Yeah.
I favor that on this team.
Yeah. I can see that. I like that. Thwackey, real good with Fake Out as well. Raichu Alola, good with Fake Out. Dusknoir can be a Trick Room setter and a Trick Room sweeper. It's always nice. Frisk and Poltergeist. So you know what they have, and you know when you could use Poltergeist. Lantern's good. I like it being dual immunity to electric with volt absorb, but then also to water with water absorb. It's just one of those things where you got to choose your flavor of the week. You know what I mean? And we also see the Lichen Rock midday. Which one is the midday form? Because I just know the midnight one is the coolest looking.
It's literally just the day form. It's the faster one. It's the fastest one.
Okay, that's the fastest one. Okay, yeah. So expect maybe like an Accelerock proc Calyrex Ice weakness policy. That could be the strat right there. But yeah, I think this team. Yeah.
Considering the fact that an Accelerock from this thing is still gonna hurt.
Yeah, for sure.
150 stab, super effective Accelerock. You're looking at a bare minimum of like 25% done.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's necessarily a smart idea. But you can still proc it by other means. Click and knock off with Thwacky, because fun fact, you can actually knock off
a weakness policy.
You can knock off a weakness policy, proc it, and it only does base damage as if you didn't have an item.
Oh, that's tight. You know, one of the things that made me pretty sad about like knockoff interaction is, so for weakness policy, you'll proc it, but there was a episode that I posted on the YCL season 3, and I brought in a red card Mantine to try to live a knockoff or a sucker punch from Bisharp that was +2, and I swapped it in to what I hoped would have been an Iron Head or like a failed sucker punch. But when it knocked me off, the red card knocked off and it didn't send him out, and I ended up losing the game because I didn't know that's how that interaction worked. But yeah, that was a little bit sad. But hey, you know what? Team Tempest. I really like the team. I love Tapu Koko. Just really fast, and you got really good speed tiers on your team. Also considering that you have Blaziken that just goes burr. So I'm really happy that Kui ended up sliding through for the league. He ended up replacing a coach that was just kind of inactive during the times that we were trying to get it set up, and I know he's already in the YCL Wi-Fi, the non-upload division, and yeah, just excited to see what Calyrex Ice does, knowing that we have both Calyrexes running around in this draft league, both of the Weather Mon in this draft league. I think everybody has a fair team. I think there's going to be some real good games. I think there's going to be a lot of really close sets. I expect to see a lot of crazy tech. But yeah, that was all 12 teams. Calm, do you have anything you would like to say before we cut this off? I know we did this a little bit long. It's a good 2 hours, but you know, thank you for getting this done with me on this early afternoon. It is now.
No worries. This motherfucker really just stole my fucking Rillaboom. I'm gonna have to beat some bitch up.
Damn. Oh, are you drafting in a league right now?
Yeah, I'm drafting in a league where I have Victini, Celesteela, and just lost Rillaboom.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Hey man, it happens, bro. But
I'm not surprised though. Rillaboom is phenomenal in singles. I'm not really surprised.
yeah.
Unfortunate, but
Hey, it's all good. But you know what, you guys? I think we. Oh yeah, it's solid. Let's see. So.
I don't know what I want to draft now though.
Alright, hey yo, hold on. Let me end this video real quick. So, thank you guys all for watching the video. Listen to us ramble on. I know we got off topic a little bit, but hey, this is my first time doing a draft analysis PR type thing. Piloswine's good. So, thank you guys. If you're new, like, comment, subscribe, share a little bit of love. It's your boy Bonsai, and my good friend Como, and YCL VGC week 1. It's about to go on. Our uploads are on Sunday. I'm gonna get this uploaded on Friday. So that will be tomorrow at the time of recording this. So catch us.
And
We will be back. May be doing a week-to-week coverage on it. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys all, and love y'all. Hope y'all have a great day, and yo, let's keep it pushing, shall we?